Hi there, my name is Casey Pacheco, and I am your holistic nurse. And of course, Preservers of Life is a digital marketing agency like no other, because, of course, yes, I got to add my little holistic twist. But I wanted to take just a little bit of time for us to chat. I'm always with my little tea. I am a representative of Obly. Um, the owner is always promoting excellence. And I think as women, it's time for us to start drinking some luxury tea, luxury coffee, just because you're worth it. So today I'm talking about breathing through pain and growth. And a lot of my clients are growing a business. Some people might be growing a baby. Some people might just be growing within themselves, growing up and into a different space in life. And I just wanted to offer a few tips. I'm going to try to stay within my 10 minutes, but you know how I get sometimes. So hang with me. But I just wanted to share some tips because usually when we are going through something new, something painful, something scary, what's the first thing we do, right? We hold our breath. And during COVID, I realized how sacred the breath is. The breath controls so much. It controls more than it's not just only about your respirations, but your breathing can actually slow your heart down. Well, I like to give you some value. So the breathing technique, I preach it. I tell everybody about it. It's called the 4-5-7 breathing technique. You inhale to the count of 4, you hold to the count of 5, and you exhale to the count of 7. And breathing in this fashion, it actually slows down your heart rate because what it does is that it kicks on your rest and relax. It's called your parasympathetic nervous system because so much of our life, especially if you live in the United States, you're ripping and running, right? And that central nervous system, you're like fright, fight. You're just going, going, going. Your body's like, what's up? And it's a very tense. It's important, but it's a very tense place to be. And actually, we weren't created to be sustained in um, that high adrenaline, um, tough breathing, you breathe very shallow, right? That's not natural to us. So sometimes when you are growing, whether you are in an uncomfortable situation, if you are a business owner and you have to put yourself out there, I do a visibility package. Sometimes that's really uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to talk to people that you would not normally talk to, and you might feel uncomfortable, or you might be starting a YouTube channel like me. Well, I'm not starting, but I still get scared, and tend to hold my breath. So I always like to say, take time to pay attention to your breath because your breath is a telltale sign as to how you're feeling. And I want to talk about using your breath instead of holding it, right? Using your breath to help you to grow through pain, to grow through the process of this is uncomfortable, and to grow through the process of connecting with yourself. Now, when you talk about yourself, I want to talk a little bit about self doubt because I hear it a lot with my clients where we build a plan, we build a strategy for their business, and they're like, "Well, I hope it work," or they have all the ideas and the excuses of why it would not work. But to me, that's like holding your breath, right? It's sabotage, right? Because your your dream, your purpose, and your passion, it actually needs most of all is your belief, right? Your belief in yourself, your belief in your plans, your belief that other people are looking for you. They want what you have. They need what you have. If you are most of the people I work with, if not all, It's not just about a job or a business, but they're on assignment. This is their purpose. This is what God has called them to do. So if God has called you to do this, to start the podcast, to speak and share and educate the world, to provide a service or a product to people, you have to have some belief that there are people looking for you. And maybe in the past, like me, you were barking up the wrong tree. And that could be very discouraging. And it's easy to start doubting and think, well, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe they don't need to hear what I have, or maybe they don't need my services, right? But I'm here as a friend, as a coach, as a guide to tell you that there are people who need exactly what you have. There are people who are waiting to make their next big move just by what you have to say, your perspective, your view, right? And sometimes maybe you might not be good with the technology, right? Maybe you might not be good with making a flyer, you might not be good promoting your services. But just like you have something that other people need, there are other people out there who have exactly what you need. And my job, my love, and my passion is to promote all of you guys so you can find each other and just really make the world such a better place. So, self doubt is self sabotage. I really want to encourage you to be your first believer. Believe that whatever it is in your heart, whatever it is that you're setting out to do, and you know what? It might be that you're not totally clear on what to do. It might be that you have not fully come into who you are. Or it might just be, and I'm just going to be honest with you, it might be the technology just does not exist to catch up to execute what you have. I'm telling it to you because I experienced it myself. But I would tell you, all those things have nothing to do with your purpose, right? Believing that who you are is good enough, believing that what you have to offer is good enough is the beginning of your success, right? The next thing I wanted to tell you, some people say, yeah, I believe that this is going to happen, but I get in front of a camera and oh God, I start stuttering or my brain believe, or I get in front of the people and I start rambling on. I want to tell you, I am your sister. I go back and look at my YouTube channel. I am the person where I will just start as imperfect and crazy. I just start, right? Because I found that confidence happens the more you do something, the more you practice, the more you go. It's okay. Sometimes you might just not tell other people about what you're doing. Just do it. Just put it out there. Just post. Because sometimes people might be comparing you to people who have been practicing for a long time. I remember listening to Evan Carmichael. He has a beautiful podcast where he talks about motivation. He actually compiles motivation and he puts it out there, and he just wanted to motivate the world. And then he said something like, when he first started, it's like just his mom in the audience, just his mom looking at his videos. But I just want to tell you, like, just start, right? Because as you keep going, your confidence will grow. And I will just be honest with you. Sometimes you start off, and what your finished product is so completely different from what you were doing. And I'm just telling you that give yourself permission to pivot. Give yourself permission to screw up. Actually, I have a book here. I'm gonna put her name in the chat because I don't remember just soul. I She was such a beautiful soul. I had to go get the book to tell you the name of the book. Kristen Hadid. Kristen, thank you for the book. She This book, oh my gosh, give yourself permission to screw up. Seriously, I think every person who is starting business or just in life, give yourself permission to get it wrong. Give yourself permission to not do it right. Give yourself permission to pivot because when you give yourself permission, you will keep going and you will keep going until you get it right. And that's where your confidence comes in, right? And you will notice that when you finally are at the place where you should be, your success grows exponentially, right? So, like when I first started, not too much views, not too much engagement, but I know I'm in the right place right now, right? And I'm telling you, I have so many people coming my way. It's crazy, right? So, keep going, just keep going. Even if you are going in the wrong way, as you keep going, you eventually will end up where you need to be. Okay, I said less than 10 minutes. Now I'm saying less than 15. Your process may look different from everybody else. Yes. So when I start taping, somebody's like, Casey, your videos, some of them are 10 minutes, some of them 15, some of them an hour. Like, oh my gosh. And part of myself, giving myself permission is like, what I am so unique. I have always been unique. I have always been the odd duckling, right? I've always march to a whole different beat. And I'm just encouraging you what your process is, how you get to where you need to get to. First of all, everybody else might not even be going where you are trying to go, right? Their goals might not be the same, their circumstances might not be the same, their situations might not be the same, right? So don't compare yourself. Don't even compare your process. People might say, oh, you should really do it this way, or it really should be done that way. Who cares, right? You need to do it in a way your process should be very familiar to you. Your process should be very natural to you. It is very hard to sustain something that is not authentic, right? I'll say that again. It is very hard to sustain something that is not authentic. It's also very hard to sustain something that is not sustainable. So you find people going out and they're spending a lot of money. They want to start a podcast, they want to start a business, and they go and they're spending all this money on the best, best, best. That might not be sustainable, right? If all you have is your iPad, if all you have is your iPhone, if all you have, I'm not being promoting Apple, right? All you have is a phone with a camera. Do the best you can, right? Start somewhere, okay? The next one, and it's my last one, is to surround yourself with energies high in love and faith. And this might not always be your family, and it might not always be your religious community. And why I'm saying that is sometimes we look for people who say, "Oh yeah, that's nice. The way you're starting a little business there, or what you doing? A little video, right?" People who tend to use the word "little" before anything I do, I tend to like really backpedal and not be around them because I don't take offense, but it's a projection of where they are. No, 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 no. It might seem little to you, but whatever is in my heart is very big, right? It's very grand. And I see the end. I don't see what you see. So little when people to me it's very discouraging. I make sure that the energy, not the words, not the personality, because some people have really flamboyant personality and they see big and great for everything they do. But when your turn come around, right, they don't have the same energy for you. So I would say surround yourself with people when you walk away from their presence, you feel like you can conquer the world. Whatever it is God put in your heart, if it is to be a cook, a caterer, right? You feel like you're the best caterer in town, right? And they might not even had eaten like a full course from you, but they just believe in you so much. Their energy gives you energy. I'll say that again. Their energy gives you energy. If you say you want to be a life coach, right? Surround yourself with people where when you finish speaking to them, they either take something and write it down what you got to say, or they feel a deep sense of appreciation that they got to have a conversation with you, right? Or if you say you want to start a YouTube, right? Surround yourself with people. They might not be the people who would subscribe to your YouTube channel, but people who say, yes, We need people like you. We need your voice. People need to hear what you have to say, right? What whoever they are within their energies, and they might not be as loud and flamboyant and excitable like I am, but whoever they are, their energy amplifies your energy for whatever it is you're doing. That's the type of people you need to surround yourself with. Not people who you have to constantly try to prove why you're trying to do or what you're trying to do or how you're trying to do it. Because you know what? You might not even know the how. You might not know the details, right? But by the time you finish explaining to them, you're feeling like a failure before you even start and you want to give up, right? So I would just say, just be careful of the energy. If when you walk away from a person, you feel like, I don't feel like I'm good enough, or I don't feel like I could do this, or I don't feel, and it may not have even been anything they said, right? Or it could be on social media. You're scrolling, you're scrolling, you're scrolling. And at the end of it, that's the energy you feel. Cut that off, right? It's not personal. They say it's not personal, it's business. Seriously, it's not personal, it's business. It's the business about you taking care of yourself. It's the business about you finding where you need to be so you could be that person that God intended you to be, so you could fulfill your purpose and your destiny and help who you need to help, right? This is your business. So that's what I wanted to say about breathing through your growth and breathing through your pain. Breathing, when I was having my baby, I didn't want pain medicine, right? I wanted to use my breath to control the pain. Because when you think about what really is pain, right? Pain is a signal. Pain is telling your body, right? Hey, do something, change something. Something is not right. It's like a fire alarm, right? It's to get you to adjust, right? So when you're going through something uncomfortable, then you start getting this nervous pain, emotional pain, whatever kind of pain that making you hold your breath. It's just basically telling your body something is different here. And so when you start breathing, when you start really allowing the air to drop deep into the pit of your stomach, you then start through your breath communicating to your body, I hear you. I hear you, and I'm giving you oxygen. I hear you and I'm giving you what you need. A lot of times, pain just continues because we ignore it. I am here to tell you that you're breathing through your growth, you're breathing through your pain is a symbolic way of saying, acknowledge it. Acknowledged. Yeah, this is uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't like the sound of my voice. Yeah, you see how you look on social media? Yeah, that was a booger in your nose. Yeah, your hair did look kind of crazy. Your lighting was off, right? You're telling yourself, yes, I am hearing all this feedback, all this internal feedback I am hearing. I'm even hearing the external feedback. You don't know what you're doing. You're here one day, you're there the next day. What's really going on, right? You really have to quit your job, right? All of this stuff. Say, yes, body, I hear it. And it is very uncomfortable. But you know what? One day at a time, we're going to get there. One moment at a time, we're going to get there. You acknowledging that, you acknowledging the voices, you acknowledging the scatteredness, the craziness, right? It is enough. Just like pain, it will go away. And you keep at it and you keep at it. And if you're on my team, every week you will see something different. Every week you will see, I wasn't there before, I didn't have this before, but now I have it, right? And then you're going to look up 6 months from now, a year from now, and you will be like, wow, look what I've done. Look what I've accomplished, right? And this is what I say, when you keep up at it, what you will realize is the little increments of pushing through, the support, the working through your own inner stuff, right? so that you could develop your outer purpose, right? You're going to realize that you didn't do it by yourself, but you did it believing in yourself, right? And that's really, really important. So, question for you, right? What are some of the things you have to breathe through, right? What are some of the things that you have told yourself to encourage yourself, to give yourself confidence that you could do it? I have this app and it's so amazing because it allows you to create your own affirmations. If you would like, I have a special going on. It's only $55, and you could book where you could meet with me. Where you could curate, even it might not be in your budget right now to get the app. If it is, I can help you get the app. But if you just want to curate your own affirmations to encourage you to keep going, let's talk. Let's talk. Myself and my team will be happy to help you. I am so grateful for your time. Like I always say, if this blessed you, if you got anything valuable out of this content, the currency right now in social media is your attention. So I would be so grateful if you would like, subscribe, or share this content. Thank you so much. I know I went over my 10 minutes, my 15 minutes, and I'm at 20. So I'm going to sign off now, but I do appreciate your attention. And I will see you next time. Enjoy.